This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
Welcome back to the show. We are all excited to be back with Lilach Adoni talking about Feng Shui and really with the spring here coming our way. Technically, it's here. Sometimes it just doesn't feel like it. She's going to talk about some way to reset the home and, of course, that energy and so much more. But first and foremost, please welcome Lilach back to the show. How are you?
Good, doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm in New York, so it's a little chilly, but we had a taste of the 80s over the weekend, and I felt like spring is here. So, for those
Yeah,
that may not know, give us a little introduction. Tell us about who you are, what you do, and we'll get started. I'm looking forward to today's show.
great. So my name is Lilach Adoni. I am a Chinese astrology and Feng Shui specialist. I'm also a certified life coach. I do Chinese astrology and Feng Shui for the last 4 years and 12 years of coaching. I love what I do. I love helping people create awareness, clarity, and harmony in their life. And I do that with the date of birth of the person and also while coming to people's home or businesses to explore and to understand the energy that they're around them and to help them achieve goals and fulfillment in their life, of course, if they choose to accept that awakening and to hear what their life has in and to show them their opportunities and their potential and who they are.
Wonderful. And it's great, getting to know you on our last show. Just want people to know you are from Marlborough, New Jersey, correct?
Marlborough, New Jersey, yes.
Perfect. But you're working with people all over via Zoom. Obviously, here we are, and we're talking more about Chinese astrology and, of course, Feng Shui today. And this is what I'm really excited to get started on because, some people hear Feng Shui, not really sure. Let's start off with just the basics. What exactly is Feng Shui? Would you mind sharing?
Sure, sure. So Feng Shui is also the translation is wind and water, and it's an ancient science that helps create harmony between the environment and your life. We are all part of nature, and therefore everything around us has energy, is energy. And if you think about the 3,000 years ago, when there was no home yet, everything was in nature. So if you looked at the mountains, at the ocean, at the sky, at the grass, everything had energy. Today, we have homes and what's around us. So this energy called the chi, and it's the chi flows around space and it flows its flow helps us and we understand by that it affects our health, it affects our relationship, our finance, and the overall well-being. And the goal is to direct the energy in a way that it supports us between because when we feel good, when the environment around us feel good, so is ourselves. We feel good, and it naturally align with the energy.
Now, let me just ask, over time, have things gotten unorganized or less energy just from being, in time in general and people, what we're doing, like the environment? Has the harmony decreased because of all of us people maybe not doing the right thing all the time? What's been happening with our environment and this harmony?
Yes. So without going too deep, but yes, when uh, when when we feel stuck, when we feel things are not working, when we feel, we're working so hard, but the money does not stay, and
Yeah.
when there is unhappy feeling in the house, or when a child doesn't feel good, that means to us that something in the house, something in the energy doesn't work. And every year also there are different kind of stars that are luckier than others. So of course, every year there is also different energy that comes into our home, and we need to understand that. But that's a whole different learning course experience. But what it is that there is a term that called the bagua, And that means the 8 homes. So when I come to someone's house, I go, I look at the plans of the home, and yes, and I
Wow.
create a bagua, and I divide it to 8 homes. And each home, okay, each home has a different meaning. It represents someone's different. So, for example, when I go into someone's house, okay, and somebody says to me, well, I don't feel good. I feel stuck, or my son doesn't do well in school, or my husband lost his job and he doesn't feel good. I know to which area to go to check what is going on. Okay.
Wow.
Yes. So just for an example,
Sure.
once we put all the bagua and I see the map in front of me. So the East, for example, it represent new beginnings. It represent health. It also represent the oldest son. Okay.
Okay.
If we go to the Southwest, another example
Hmm.
is represent the women, okay, in the house. It
Hmm.
represent the relationship in the house.
Wow.
So for another example, if I see a woman who is sad, who is stuck, who's not really doing much with herself, I'm going to go and check what is going on in the Southwest of her home. It is amazing. And the more because this is a continuous education, and the
Yeah.
more I learn, the more I know more things, and the more homes I see and I visit, it just, amplify how precise this art is.
Amazing. I'm impressed. So, relationships, women, Southwest. I got to think now. I'm going to look at my positioning in my home to try to figure it out myself for now. But this is fantastic. So, you
Yes.
also mentioned now if you see a woman or a man or a certain, child with more challenging issues, so this bagua can really help you help them in a sense, right?
Very much so. Yes, very much so. That it is amazing that when I get phone calls, when I get text and people saying how much I helped them. Uh,
Ah,
and usually when you make the shift, it can take from a day to a 1 month for it to see the difference. And it just the energy doesn't lie.
yeah.
And what I wanted also to talk about, let me see, I just don't want to make sure that, yeah, so Feng Shui is also, it's not just about beauty, okay?
Okay.
It's not just going to home, moving a few furniture, removing some things and say, okay, I did a Feng Shui. Feng Shui is more surgical than cosmetic, okay? Because once you understand where the directions, the measurements, where they are located, it is
Mm-hmm.
easier for us to understand the why and what we can help and how we can help to get this energy going. And another thing is that also I wanted to share is that many people celebrities like Oprah, Madonna, President Trump, Gwyneth Paltrow, Reese Witherspoon, they shared a few times that they actually do their home and businesses feng shui in their home and businesses. So
Wow.
I would say they know a thing or two because those are successful people. And the thing is that many people don't know about it. And ancient China it was a secret. Feng Shui was a secret. Only the emperor
Yeah.
and those who close to the royal family knew about it. You were not allowed to talk about it. Today, everything is different, of course, but still there's so many people that don't know feng shui, don't never heard about it and
Yeah.
don't understand that. And once you are opening your eyes to this magical world, it is opening so many eyes and understanding of why things happen, and how strong the energy is. And the energy is something very strong. It's like a kid, okay? So
Yeah.
we have stagnant energy. The chi doesn't know where to go. So it's stuck, okay? Because the purpose of a chi is to come in, do a little circle and
Okay.
just leave and clean the air. But when it's not, it's stagnant. And that's when we start seeing some issues in someone's home or business.
Right. Now, you also mentioned that back in the older times, this was something that like the royals knew about, right? How did they know about this? How are they so privy, these lucky people?
Well, they started to realize they had people. I mean, the ancient thing they were saying that the emperor called the animals. For example, there is no he called the lion, but the tiger showed up because the lion was sleeping and he didn't want to go, so the tiger showed up.
Yeah.
But the smart people in China
Hmm.
were looking for signs, and they found things that all of a sudden they realized that these things working. So, but it was so secretive that
Yeah.
it was working. Nobody wanted to know about it. And of course, it
Hmm.
all, it all comes from nature, from the stars, from the environment that we live in. And it's ancient history. Yeah.
Amazing. This is fascinating. And I'm so excited because Feng Shui is now, offered to the public, but still people don't know about it. You're here today creating this awareness to really help
Yeah.
people understand the power of energy. And now you're also using Feng Shui, though, in combination with Chinese astrology, right? And not many people do that. So could you share about the benefits of that?
I'm here. I don't know what
Oh,
happened.
there you go. Oh, did you hear what I said, sweetheart?
No, no, I
Oh,
didn't.
I said, well, a lot of people use, Feng Shui, but you use Feng Shui and Chinese astrology in combination. So that's something very unique. Could you share the benefits of that?
Yes. So I first thing that I started studying was Feng Shui. And then my teacher introduced us to Chinese astrology, and she taught us her system that Chinese astrology is so precise as
Yeah.
well. So imagine that when you come into someone's house, it's not just the Bagua that tells me where you need to sleep and where it's a better place for you. But when I look at someone's map, I know exactly which room will benefit them and which energy they need. So when I tell them where to go and what to start working on,
Yeah.
I get a better understanding and more precise cor correlate to your energy, to your child energy,
Wow.
exactly why they need to do. So it is not just one system, it's two system working to make your life better, clarity, harmony, healthy wise. And that is why it is such a great to combine those two systems, because it doesn't just look at the home, it also
Yeah.
look at you inside the home, if it makes
Wow.
sense.
I love it. So it's not just about the beauty and moving things around. This is
No,
really helping us. I know we're going to dive more into this another time, but wow, wow, wow. So
the
today,
beauty
oh, go ahead.
the beauty of things, or the pictures that are in your home will tell me the story of the home. Okay, it's the vibe, it's the energy, it's the untold stories that we don't even realize in the house, but that's
Amazing.
for another story.
All right, well, let's get started today. We got spring, we got Passover coming up. So, what did you want to focus
Yeah.
on for today?
So today I wanted to share 5 important tips for spring cleaning. For Passover is here and Easter is here. So I wanted to create, we all, especially if you live in the East Coast, it's springtime, it's warm, we all want to go outside. We all want
Yeah,
to, all of us having this energy of like renewal. So many of us also feel, okay, I need something different, and they feel it, but they don't know how to break it, how to do it. So today I brought you 5 new um, tips that will help you. So, the first tip that I have is, let's start with the front door.
okay.
Okay. So many people think, oh, it's the front door. It's not that important. Who,
Yeah.
who cares
Uh-oh.
about the front door?
Uh-oh.
But
Uh-huh.
the front door is where the chi comes in, okay, where the energy comes in. Therefore, the door and the area around the door, inside and outside. It needs to be clean. It needs to be organized. Make sure the doors don't creak and don't make sounds. Make sure it's easy to open. Make sure the lock is not, shaking.
Or the rug inside
Why?
doesn't get stuck onto the door like mine does, and it drives me crazy all the time. And I'm pushing the kids' sneakers, and it's just unorganized. I have
Yes.
a very messy front doors. I got a new front door a few years ago, but right inside the front door, it's chaos. This is interesting.
Oh,
There's shoes there.
yes,
There's oh my gosh, towels because of the dirt. Fill me in. Go ahead. I gotta.
yes.
I'm.
So
Thank you.
what you're not supposed to do and you shouldn't do is no shoes, no bags, no coats, or no like shoe rack on the door. Because think about it. Think about the chi as an invited guest, as an important guest. Like if you had an important guest coming to the house, you wouldn't have shoes waiting for them, would you?
Yeah.
So this is how we're supposed to treat the chi in a very important way. So because the chi needs to go in, and if it's challenging for him to go into the house, it skips you. It doesn't go in. Okay. And also think about the chi, the energy. It's new opportunities coming in or coming out. So we need to make sure that the doors are clean. Everything is really nice and easier for
Hmm.
the chi to go in. So starts with the front door. So to be able to let the energy just walk in and not stagnant.
Okay, I got to do some upgrading. A nice mat outside. And hold on, what about shoes though? Should we be keeping our shoes outside the house if we don't have a mud room? Like, I keep them
No.
inside. Where do we keep our shoes?
I would recommend to keep the shoe either in a closed door, so you're not going to see it, or in the rooms, or in, let's say, laundry room if you have a rack, as long as it's not in the front door. It's kind of like hidden. It's not, because think about it, the shoes, it's like it's not the most,
It's unattractive.
nice.
It's dirty. It's a weird. You look down and you're
Correct.
tripping on my kids' Crocs and sneakers. And I'm
Yes.
all baffled when I get in. And then people come in. I could imagine because it doesn't look good. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't make
Right.
me feel
And
good.
sometimes you fall on it. It's like, oh my God, So all those things is so important. And also
Hmm.
if you have doors in your home that are creaking, put some oil, rub some oil.
WD-40. Okay.
Yes. So it will stop creaking. Like for example, last night I'm sitting in the kitchen and I hear my son leaving the bathroom. I'm like, what was that sound? He's like, I don't know, the door. I'm like, no, no, no. Go get the oil. And they did because
Good,
they were
Mama. You
kidding.
taught them well. Yes.
So you'll see that when you start doing those things,
Yeah.
you'll feel it. Eventually you'll start, oh, you know what? She said to do that. I did, and look at this.
Yeah.
So the second thing is declutter a bag a day. Okay. So people have no idea how much stagnant energy affect her health, affect want us to make new things, bring new things. It make us stuck. So if some people, oh yeah, I have this messy room, it's locked and door. No, you have to clean it. You have to throw things that are small, broken, ripped, old, you haven't wore for a few years.
Yeah.
Take it, put it in bags, and donate it, and whatever you need to do. I know everybody says, yeah, but I don't have time. I have a busy life schedule. So let me ask you this question. All your busy schedule, okay? It's busy, it's great because you want to hang out with friends, but inside you feel stuck. Inside, you don't understand why you're not going anywhere, why things don't open for you. Ask yourself, how does my house look? What's going on in the rooms in my home that I feel this way? So I say to my clients, no excuses. If you want new beginnings, you have to work through it. And you have to figure out and cleaning. And even myself, as a Feng Shui specialist, I'm always like looking, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that I let it go this far. Because we live, we do things, and sometimes you can't look at everything on any given moment. So that's why springtime also, it's a great opportunity to actually recognize and create awareness that you need to clean this or that. So it's cleaning, it's clearing it, it's cleaning also the dust, And not just to clean, you also need to clean. Feng Shui, the chi does not like dust. It does not like dirt. So we need to clean all those things and make sure it's a good energy to come into.
Wow. Okay. By the way, I hired my sister this weekend to take my kids for 5 hours because I am that person with the clutter. I am that person with that embarrassing room, and it weighs on me mentally. I did what I could do in 5 hours. My room looks great, but then I made smaller piles. I threw in the closet, threw on the floor, and it's affecting me. I'm like, this weekend, you're gonna help me again, right? I'm losing it here. It's definitely, I speak from the truth, from experience. I don't feel right anymore, knowing my house is so cluttered. Lilac, thank you so much. It's
Sure. So let me give you a tip so you're not going to get overwhelmed and also the owners not get overwhelmed. Don't start with big project. Even if you'll do a drawer, one drawer, and you say, "Yes, I did it. I already feel so good." And if you have more time, you do another drawer. And this way it's not going to be overwhelming because just the fact that you're starting, that's a beginning. That means that you are starting to understand that energy. So start with one thing and then move it forward as much as you can, as good as you feel good about it. So I don't want it to get it overwhelmed, but just creating this awareness right now can help you and other people to say, I need to do something. Um, and also remember, clean space creates clear mind. Okay. So if it's in your office, it's in your desk, clear it. If it's hard for you to think of ideas, clean it, clear it. You'll see in an instant how ideas and more clarity comes into your life. And the third one is let the light in.
ah.
There is a Chinese saying that says, the doctor will visit where the sun doesn't shine. Okay. And it's so, think about, windows, think about shades. When we wake up in the morning, we want to see what's going on outdoors. We want to see the sun. We want to let the sun in. So if you can open the window, let the fresh air, even for 5, 10 minutes, you'll see how it's going to do something great for you emotionally and physically. So let the sun come in, because when you're happy, everything is happy.
Ah.
So that is another, and also it let the energy move around and not stagnant in your place, in your home.
Oh my goodness. All right. What else should we be
So,
mindful of?
yes. So basically, what else? So the lighting now, the fourth one is add fresh plants and flowers. Okay. So flowers and plants, think about it. It's green, it's colorful, it gives us new ideas, new goals that we want to achieve in our life. Okay. I don't recommend it to let you sleep in it in the room, because plants need oxygen. So, and we don't want to fight for oxygen. So keep it in your family room, in the kitchen, living room area. That will be good. And also, if nobody gets you flowers, you buy yourself flowers. When you buy yourself flowers, you're resonating for the world and for yourself. I am loved and I am important. And flowers create happiness. That's number four. And number five is fix broken leaks. If you have a leaked faucet, if you have anything, the shower doesn't, has water, doesn't close good,
Ah,
no good. It represents that if you have a leak, you probably have a leak financially. Okay. So you
yep.
need to fix it. You need to make sure that.
Oh my gosh. I have a leaks too. I can't believe it. I can't believe you're saying this. I'm taking pictures of our notes. I need to print this up later. Wow.
Yes, yes. And I'll give you also if I have more time, but I have
Sure.
one bonus tip,
Yes,
okay, which
please,
is
please.
put music on, especially if you feel that your home is very yin, very quiet, very laid back, things don't really move around. Put the music on in the morning, put the music when you drive to work, put the music when you cook. You'll see how that energy will start. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And it will create that vibe of that energy of renewal and fun and happiness.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, thank you so much. This is fascinating. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping our viewers and our listeners. Lilach, Adoni, thank you. Now, tell us how we can reach out to you, please.
You can go to shuioflife.com or shuioflife@gmail.com. My phone number is 732-261-7235. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, Shui of Life, and or Lilach Adoni. It's on Instagram. I have both. And I would love to hear from you. And if you have any questions, of course, reach out, and I'm here to help and create awareness.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Pleasure having you back here. Great tips today, and enjoy the beautiful day ahead. I think there's
Thank
some
you.
rain coming in, but it's sunny. It feels like it's spring out
It
there,
is.
and
It's
I'm
cold,
feeling
but it's sunny.
I'm feeling inspired. Thank you so much.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.